my God. Oh my God. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy. Yes. I'm so proud of him. I am so happy right now.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
oh my God.
That wasn't.
Oh my God. That was nerve wracking, but I am so happy. I am so happy right now. Cutie intro.
Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show and remember, it's all in good fun.
I don't think I can get it to 85. You have to sacrifice something to get it back.
Okay. I miss Bake. All right. I had to go to the bathroom, child. So I can come back in here and we can talk about this. Woo, Lord. Pardon me. But I had to pee. Okay. So while I get everything else I need for this sure. How y'all doing? How is y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing all right. Okay. Donnie's here. Donnie was top commenter of the day. Kayla, Aaliyah, DeAndre, Quan. Hi. Janelle, B. Jeffers. Hi. How are you guys doing? Okay. Shout out to my top 5 commenters of the day. And shout out to Don for being my number 1 commenter. He's the number 1 today. Okay. But let's get into it because we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. All right. It's going to be a fun time. Today was a good day. Now I got somebody on TikTok. I gotta go gloat because they said he was gonna lose this week, and I just knew I was gonna be able to go back and look at that comment again. Hopefully they wasn't too much of a puss out and deleted it. I hope they left it up there so I can go back and gloat. I'm gonna go back on there because when they said Rhea and it was losing, I got that one too. So I'm gonna get their ass again. I'll be like, you were saying, you were saying, but girl, Monday Night Raw was giving. She had a little bit going on. It was a little bit of tip for tab. We had a little bit of mess, a little bit of drama, a little bit of intrigue. Okay. It wasn't giving too much and it didn't give too little. It gave just enough. Okay. So let me tell y'all how the show kicked off. So the show kicked off with Liv Morgan and her repeat outfit from the last 3 months. Liv Morgan been wearing the same outfit. She just switched out the shorts. This time the shorts was glittery, but they were still hot pants. Okay. And while I love a good pair of hot pants and I loved her boots, I thought her boots was everything. One thing Liv gonna do is she gonna give you some boots, honey. Okay. She always give you a good boot. All right. What I really need for Liv is to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start off with 1. Okay, number 1, sis, I need you to get some eye cream. Okay, the bags are looking bigger and bigger every week. It is giving very much. I don't get no sleep because I'm on that crystal meth. Okay, your man is always sweating, looking like he be on that shit too. Okay, y'all be on that stuff. Y'all gotta stop that. Okay, number 2, Liv, baby girl, please get you some 14, 16, and 18 tracks. If you want the tracks to be longer, get a 14, 16, 18, and 20. Okay, if you want to add another one, add a 22. Layer your tracks, babe, because you layer them, it won't look like you got a 10 and a 24. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the space between your hair and the tracks that you put in the back. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but it's irritating me. Fix it. Fix it. And last but not least, I'm tired of you wearing them drawers to the ring every week. Okay. If they ain't denim, they some type of hot pants and they're not giving what they need to have gave, honey. It always looks like you the gangster's girlfriend and he don't give you no money. He don't take care of you. He don't make you look presentable. You supposed to be eye candy, boo. You supposed to be the girl. You a champion. You supposed to be giving off champion. You supposed to be giving off money. You supposed to be giving off untouchable bitch. You know what I'm saying? But what you be giving off is meth head girlfriend. And it's not working. It's not working. Now that we're done reading your street trash, let's get into what she was talking about. So Liv Morgan was on TV and Liv Morgan basically was out there rehashing shit that has been happening for the last couple of weeks, rehashing her revenge tour, which should be over by now because you've done everything. I can understand it if you hadn't accomplished everything, but what you've done is done. So I don't understand why you're still on tour. That tour should have stopped, but it didn't, apparently. And she's just like, I took everything from you. I now have your man. I have your championship, and I have the Judgment Day. I have everything. Okay, we've heard this story at least 3 or 4 times before. You have nothing else new to talk about, which leads me to believe that you don't even believe the bullshit that you're selling. But I'm just going to let you go with it. I'm going to let you run. Sometimes you run. And sometimes you hide, baby. But whatever. Anyways, Rhea came out there and decided to bust a little bubble. Now, Liv, for whatever reason, assumed that Rhea was coming out there to tell her that they match at Bad Blood was canceled. And then she goes on a tangent about how she don't want her to cancel the match. And it's not going to happen. And she going to take her out. Either way, she going to win. And she going to make sure she's done for good. Okay, girl. Rhea was like, yep. Please stop. Okay, stop talking because I didn't come out here to tell you that the match was off. 2 things. Number 1, I'm completely cleared, ready to go. And don't worry, I'm not gonna hit you, boo. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm not gonna put my hands on you yet. Okay. Second thing is I talked to Adam Pearce because she said the first time you and I went up against each other, Dominic Mysterio interfered and helped you retain your championship. The second time that you defended your championship, Dominic Mysterio interfered and helped you get it. She said every match you had where you were either defending or getting the championship, you had Dominic helping you, whether you made it public or not. That's what happened. And I was like, clock the T where it needs to be clocked, sis. Clock it. So she was like, since you're too busy worrying about what he's doing and he's too busy worrying about what you're doing, we need to split this up. We need to break up this little love triangle. Okay. So Adam Pearce told me to come out here and tell y'all that bad blood. Dominic Mysterio going in a little cage. He gonna go for a little ride. And basically, he gonna be suspended above the ring. That way, it's just me and you, your mama and your cousins too. Okay? It's just us. It's just this party with us girls. And I'm gonna give back the championship that I never lost. Oh, they was upset, honey. They didn't like that. They was crying. Dominic looked like his mustache was about to fall off. It was a whole kiki, honey. But I do have to tell y'all one thing. Donnie, Donnie in the comments, Donnie's the one who came up with it. And Don had been saying it for weeks. Weeks. He had been saying it. Okay. He had been saying this for weeks. Ever since Dom and Liv had got together, Don was saying that they should have him suspended in a shark cage over the ring. Now, what is that reminiscent of? Do you guys remember back in the day when Carmella was champion? Do y'all remember? And Ellsworth kept getting involved in the matches. So on SmackDown, they had Ellsworth inside the shark cage when she was going up against Asuka. Do y'all remember that? It's very reminiscent of that. But y'all got to give Don his flowers because Don did say that. He was one of the people that had been screaming. As a matter of fact, he was the only person that I remember saying this. He was the only one. And I remember it because we were on live like at least 2 or 3 times and he had been saying it. But yes, Don's dreams have come true, or WWE keep listening to my stuff and don't be giving people their props. Rude, WWE. Okay, so rude. So motherfucking rude. But I have also been telling you that I don't think Rhea Ripley is going to get that championship. In fact, I believe Liv is going to retain, but it's not going to be because of Dom, obviously. It's going to be because of Raquel. I have been saying this for months. Raquel is going to come back, cost Rhea this championship. Liv is going to go on to be champion and continue to be champion. But I still stand by the fact that Tiffany Stratton should cash in on her instead of trying to cash in on fucking Nia Jax. Nia Jax need to keep that championship until Charlotte come back. But Tiffany can have a successful cash in on Liv Morgan. And I will pop for that shit. And I don't even like Tiffany Stratton. I don't like that hoe. But I damn sure would cheer. I surely would. Because that shit gonna be fun. Like, how you let another white bitch take your shit from you, girl? You gotta stop being so preoccupied with these menzies. These menzies. Now, this week, Finn wasn't there for some odd reason. I guess he was at home licking them wounds after Rhea tore his ass a new one last week. I don't know, but he wasn't there. So, Liv was calling all the shots, making sure everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. She was facilitating everything because Finn wasn't there. Interesting dynamic that they have in the Judgment Day. Liv basically just slid into the same role that Rhea Ripley has while she plays the supportive girlfriend with Dom. This is going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out once Judgment Day truly implodes and it no longer exists. Because once it does, Liv Morgan is going to drop this sweaty mullet wearing bitch very, very hard. It's going to be like immediate. And the real tea is going to come out about what's really going on here because Liv Morgan don't really want to fuck with Dom. She only doing that to get back at Rhea Ripley. And once Rhea is no longer on Liv Morgan, that's when the real shit's going to go down because then we're going to have to see. Because what else do you have to do when Rhea and Liv are no longer feuding and she's not in the title picture? This is Liv what? This is going to be Rhea's last shot at this championship for a while. So what else could Rhea Ripley be doing or could do when it comes to Liv Morgan. There ain't nothing else for her to do. And nobody's, I'm sorry, but after a while, doubling back to this feud with them ain't going to work out in their favor. I'm sorry. So we're going to see what they're going to do with Liv in the future. But if I had my way, Tiffany Stratton would be cashing in on Liv Morgan. More than likely, she would cash in at a PLE while after she defends her title and she getting beat up. I would have her cash in for sure. Now, Sami Zayn went up against Ludwig Kaiser today. And they had a pretty decent match. I'll be honest with you, baby. I don't care if they are messing around. It'll be nice, a nice little flip if that's what they're doing. But I don't really care. I would like it because it probably would hurt the shit out of Dominic Mysterio, and I'm petty like that. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? But anyways. So they had their match, and it was a pretty decent match. Colossal Titan was out there wrestling like he always do. And, of course, Sami Zayn was getting his ass whooped for majority of the match. It seems that that's a common theme amongst wrestlers when they are the baby faces in their matches. They usually get their asses whipped a lot in the match. And then towards the end, the momentum swings, and they are able to maintain. Now, I will say that in this match, there was a lot of back and forth. Sami was able to get off his Blue Thunder Bomb, which he rarely gets a pin off of that, but he had been able to get Ludwig Kaiser down to take him out, but Ludwig Kaiser would not stay down. He continued to fight, and he continued to take out Sami Zayn piece by piece, but it wasn't enough. Sami Zayn was able to get off his haluva kick, and he was able to take out Ludwig Kaiser and get a pin and win. Ludwig Kaiser lost, and of course, Gunther came out there talking cash shit, you know. You want to have a match tonight? We're going to do it tonight in Ontario. Why wait until Bad Blood? And Gunther basically was like, you want a match? I'm going to give you an answer. The answer, no. And it was like, wah, wah, wah. Wade thought it was the funniest shit in the world. But then again, I have to remember that they're European, and this is no disrespect to the Europeans or anything like that, but y'all's sense of humor is different from mine specifically, and I didn't find that to be funny at all. Quite frankly, it just looks like Gunther feels like he's completely in control, and Sami is just outside his mind because Gunther won't give him this title shot. If I was Sami, I just would stop fucking with that nigga like that. The way you going about it is not working. You got to go about it the way he would go about it, which is to just attack you, keep attacking his ass until he gives you a match. Yeah, I don't like it when my faces are super nice. I don't like that because I feel like that's not realistic. Realistically, you was not going to just walk up to somebody and be like, hey, you should give me a title shot. And realistically, they're going to be like, bitch, for what? I'm not going to give you no title shot. But if you want some real G shit, and you know this is how Gunther would be with you if you was champion, he would walk up to you and insult you in your motherfucking face to the point where you would have no choice but to take him on as a champion, right? So why are you not playing the hand that you've been dealt? Why don't you just whoop his ass? Okay? Every time you see him, you need to be on his ass. If you want the champ, you want the shot. It seemed like Adam only responds to violence. Okay? If it was me, I'd be on his ass like Bronson Reed been on everybody else's ass. Every time he would breathe, my foot would be in his face. That's just how I would do it. Because he would have no choice. I'm going to keep attacking you until you give me the match. You don't want to give me the match? Fine. I'm going to keep whooping your ass. You don't want this ass whooping? Give me the match. It's simple. Simple economics. Supply and demand, bitch. You don't want this foot in your mouth, you're going to get your ass whooped. Like, come on. Stop being a punk, Sami, and go whoop his ass. You laugh at anything that has to do with a heel, so you don't fucking count. I'm not counting you. So if a heel can be rewarded with bad behavior, so should a face. That's all I'm saying, Quan. That's all I'm saying is fight fire with fire. You keep letting him have the upper hand and the control. Stop doing that. Go whoop his ass. If you keep beating his ass, and you know what? If you really want to cause some dissension between him and Ludwig Kaiser, because you almost had Ludwig Kaiser last week when you was talking that shit. You almost had it. But you got to keep going. See, let me tell you something. My husband told me if we ever had kids and our kid was getting bullied, He said he was gonna whoop the father's ass every day until that kid stopped bullying our son.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your daddy's ass in front of you every day.
Every day.
To let you know that no matter what you do, your father can do nothing to protect you.
Every day. You gotta whoop his ass. Or whoop his son's ass. Colossal Titan need to get his ass whooped every day. And you can tell him in the message in the damn camera. I am going to beat the shit out of Ludwig Kaiser every time I see him until you give me what I want. Pull a Batista, but just do it a little bit better. You know, just do it a little bit better than he did. Don't be out there spitting, talking about, give me what I want. You know what I want. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. He said it did make Gunther look scary though. In what capacity? I mean, to me, it don't make him look scary. I won't say it make him look scary because of the way he's trying to do it. He's exuding control. The control, everything is in his court because he has to okay it, I'm not understanding the logic of this. Adam can veto all of that and just make the damn match. Adam is right fucking there. He's right fucking there. All he had to do is be like, I'm tired of this shit. Sammy keep coming out here week after week. You keep being a bitch and running. No, the match is happening at Bad Blood. And that's official. That's all he got to do. God. Anywhoosies. That's what I feel like should happen, right? Sir, let's move on to Drew so we can get it out the way, child. Drew brought his rusty ass out there and was spewing some bullshit again. He seemed real sad and somber. I don't know. I would imagine he would be happy. I mean, this is what he wanted, right? Because he couldn't control himself enough to let the match be what it was. They was 1-1, right? Drew beat CM Punk at SummerSlam. CM Punk beat you at Bash in Berlin. You couldn't handle the fact that you lost. And you lost fair and square per the rules of the match. He didn't cheat to beat you, but you cheated to beat him, right? So you got in your feelings and attacked the man and then broke his damn bracelet. But you want to talk about how you're a truth teller and how you've been the one who's been going through this and your wife doesn't like how it's been changing you. Bitch, it never changed you. This is always who you've been. This is always who you were. Okay? If it mattered what your wife said, your ass wouldn't have attacked CM Punk in the first place. It was that verbal attack on CM Punk when he got injured that started all of this because you couldn't stand the fact that you wasn't the center of attention. That's all that this is about. You don't like the fact that CM Punk is the one who comes back. He soaks up the limelight. But what you fail to understand is CM Punk is not soaking up anything. He doesn't take away from anything. He adds to it. If your ass walks down the street, you're going to get noticed too. People are going to see you too. They're not going to bypass you just because CM Punk is in the room. Now, CM Punk might get a lot of people. He might have a lot of people going after him. He might have a lot of people wanting to talk to him. But you have your fans and everything too. But you want it all. You don't like sharing a seat at the table. You want to have the whole motherfucking table to yourself. And that's your problem. You can't stand the fact that he's been able to come back after years of being away and come back and people welcoming him back with open arms. The reality is your ass was gone for a long motherfucking time too. And when you came back, they welcomed your ass with welcome arms. So I don't understand your animosity or anger towards this man. You can explain it all you want to, but at the end of the day, if all you know how to do is hold on to a grudge and you hold on to it for years, because the last time you and him actually crossed paths, if we going real talk, your ass was still wiping your ass. You were still using diapers. You were a wet behind the ears, no beard, having less than 200 pounds, bitch. Okay? Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just causing it like I'm seeing it, okay? But he was in there crying, talking about your sister, your wife, your mama, your brother. Everybody don't want you to be in this match. I don't want to be in a Hell in a Cell match either. Well, maybe if you had kept your hands to yourself, the match wouldn't be going down like this. But it was you who pushed y'all into this particular situation. It was you, babe. It was you. It was your incessant need to always be the one who was on top. Had you had minded your fucking business and tucked your tail and took your loss like a man, nobody would be having no Hell in a Cell match. Neither one of you want to do the shit, but y'all have no problem keep pushing the envelope with each other over and over and over again. So I don't blame Adam Pearce for putting you two motherfuckers in this match. But what I can't seem to understand is the somber, scary motherfucking promos you two keep cutting. Now, Drew, you made some promises that your ass don't never keep. You promised to end CM Punk. You've been saying that since the man came back. He ain't died yet. People have died and ain't never died before. He ain't dead yet. In fact, he keep coming back. Even when you beat the blood out of him, he keeps coming back. You promised to make him bleed. Well, bitch, you already did that. One promise kept. You promised you was gonna beat him within an inch of his life. You've said that once before, and you do not make good on your promises. You never do. And I need you to fix that. I need you to fix that, okay? Stop making promises that your big eyebrows can't keep. Because it's very, very annoying, okay? We're tired. We're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of the drama, all right? We're sick of it. So we're going to move into some matches that were filler matches for the show this week. Those were some promos that was cut, and we just going to get into some mess, honey. Sir, before we get to the fun, the good stuff, the good pots, as I say, you know. Let me see. She said that's far too close. Well, that was the picture they put up, babe. I can't change that. But anyways, so the Wyatt Six put up a new it's a new QR code. Let me see. Oh wow, this is very intricate. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all. All right, let me see if I can find it. Hold tight, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to go to give y'all a quick commercial break. Just give me 1 sec.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desired.
Okay, so I was able to pull the video, or rather the link from the actual QR code. So I'm going to show y'all what this is. We're going to look at this together because I didn't have a chance to look at it. So I'm going to pull back on this just a tad so y'all can see. It says, recapitulation, I am all of us. Then it has remember, elucidate. I think that's how you say that. And then there's this. What is going on here? Invitation. I'm terrified. Who else is that? Who house was that? And what did that say? That's creepy. I'm gonna let it play one more time, y'all.
The night bird calls, the shadows come into my mind, into my sleep, into my mind, into my sleep, into my mind, into my sleep, into my mind.
Oh no, we are in trouble. It seems to just go and play the next video. I showed the one from last week, so you missed it. You missed it. What does all this mean? Not the dial up.
I love this game. Hello?
Oh shit.
Hello?
Thank you to everybody who voiced so much concern about me being missing. Honestly, I'm surprised everyone was so worried. I was completely fine and never in any danger. I'm just thankful he set me free.
Okay. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Not at all.
Thank you to everybody who voiced so much concern about me being missing. Honestly, I'm surprised everyone was so worried. I was completely fine and never in any danger. I'm just thankful he set me free.
Wow. This gets creepier and creepier. So we're just gonna pivot because I'm a scaredy cat, y'all. There's a link in the comment section here if you want to go watch the rest of the videos. You definitely can. It is totally fine, but I'm scared. So I'm not going to watch anymore. But we're going to talk about the rest of the show. So there were some filler matches. Like I said, we had a match with Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. That was a pretty brutal match for girls. Like I always say that Isla Dawn and Alba Fire are a great tag team. They work very, very well and do their jobs very well. Io Sky and Kairi Sane obviously are amazing athletes, wonderful, wonderful wrestlers. They put on an amazing match today, so there was nothing wrong with it. Ultimately, Damage Control picked up the win. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There was another match that happened or was supposed to happen with Bronson Reed and The Miz, but Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed had been fighting all day. They even were attacking each other before the show even started. And as the show progressed, the attack ended up happening during Miz's match. But what you need to be more concerned about is, of course, the little devil that's on everybody's shoulder these days with Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has been latching himself to superstars who have been regularly been faces as of lately, and they have slowly began to transition into just being very irritable, very angry, very intolerable and upset. We'll get to Xavier Woods in a second. But in this case, Miz is not easy to manipulate. In fact, Miz always notices the manipulation because he's the one who's being manipulated. But with Miz, he's taking a different tactic. He tried the original tactic of trying to make Miz seem inferior to everyone else. That didn't work. So he's trying a new tactic where he looks like he's seemingly on Miz's side. But when in all actuality and when all the chips fall, he is not. He is planting seeds to tear Miz down, and he's doing it systematically to every person that crosses his path. Nobody's paying attention to the destruction that this man is leaving, except for Karrion Kross. Ciao. Now, Miz requested this match with Bronson Reed, and of course, Karrion Kross is like, monsters come in all different sizes. They come in all different shapes and sizes. And Miz was like, I know. And he was like, I know, essentially what he's saying is, I'm a monster. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you don't notice that. And he doesn't, which I've yet to understand why people will stand and listen to this man, knowing that Karrion Kross has a hidden agenda. He claims he's just there to help. He's not trying to start any shit. But in all actuality, he very much is a shit starter, a trickster, if you will. But it didn't seem to work because Miz decided to go ahead with the match, which never happened because Bronson Reed was attacked by Braun Strowman once again. These two were going at it, so much so to the point where Adam unleashed every security guard that was available to him at the time. And these guys essentially were nothing but throwing stars for these two behemoths. It's like watching Mothra and Godzilla go at it on TV. But today, Bronson Reed got his ass ragged and tagged, which he absolutely deserved, if we're being fair. Okay, Bronson Reed was getting tore up from the floor up. I damn near threw up. Okay, they was whooping his ass. Now them security guards was getting tossed and thrown all over the place. They was getting their asses handed to them, but there was really nothing they could do about that. It is what it is. Bronson Reed was not going to allow them to take something from him, and of course, Braun Strowman wasn't going to allow them to mess up an opportunity to destroy Bronson Reed. So because of all of that chaos and bullshit that they caused in this particular match that didn't happen, Adam finally got some cojones grandes and basically told them they are not going to stop until they have an opportunity to kill each other. So I'm going to give them that opportunity. Next week, which this should have happened at Bad Blood, but what the fuck ever. Next week, Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed are going to battle it out in a last monster standing match, which I'm actually looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a very fun time. I think that's going to be very interesting. Now, on to Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods was on TV today. He decided to, get goaded into a match by American Made. Now, American Made is a fire ass name for a faction. I am not finna lie to you or hold you down. The problem is the Creed brothers don't really know how to play villains yet. Ivy is more of a menacing villain than they are. And so much so that Julius was hanging around, standing behind Xavier, like they was finna talk to him or, see what he was gonna do. And all he did was look them up and down holding the flag. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I hate this is because people take the flag and they use the flag for pretty much everything. And that is so weird and unpatriotic. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I was like there. I was there like that Monday Night Raw tonight, and seeing what happened in the main event really brought tears to my eyes. Okay. So, in this match with the New Day versus the American Made, at first it seemed like the New Day was on the same page this time. Kofi was well locked in. The problem was Xavier in this match. Chad got involved and kept getting involved the whole match. He got on the apron. Xavier threw him in the ring and started beating the hell out of him. It would have been fine if he wasn't in the middle of a tag team match with American Made. This allowed him to be distracted, which was his own doing. Had nothing to do with Xavier. He ended up getting distracted and getting beat down by the Creed brothers, and they ended up picking up a win over the New Day. They get in the back, and Xavier was just like, what the fuck happened? No. Kofi was like, what happened? Like, what were you doing? He was like, what do you mean what I was doing? I was taking care of the match. Like, he kept interfering and shit. He was like, bro, we had a plan. Everything went according to plan until you deviated. Then that's when LWO walked up. And all of a sudden, Xavier's mood completely changed and he went off. Now, Rey Mysterio was basically back, and Rey Mysterio was like, listen, I hope we can all be cool again and everything is straight. Because last week we just gonna chalk that up to a miscommunication, and for that we apologize. On behalf of the LWO, I apologize for that. And at the end of the day, it wasn't LWO's fault, it was Kofi's. But Xavier still pissed at them. He was like, well, unless you're gonna give me another title shot, I don't want to hear it. So Kofi's like, man, look, they trying to bury the hatchet. Let's just let them do what they're doing. And he was like, no, because of them, we lost the damn tag team titles, and they need to take responsibility for it. Now, where Xavier actually said some real shit was when he was like, you mad at us? But he was like, Ray was like, listen, we wasn't trying to start no shit with you, bro. Like, we're not trying to go in there and start. I got a match with Finn Balor next week. I don't have time for this bullshit. I got to prepare for my match. He was like, oh, so you think because you're a former world champion and you're going up against Finn Balor that you somehow are better than me, that you're superior? He was like, you know what? Why don't you take your motherfucking advice and go kick that off on your badass kid that you can't control? I was like, oh. I was like, well, Ray, he got a point, baby. You do have a lot of sons out here that you keep losing. I mean, Santos, Scarlito, you know, Dominic, like they all fall down at some point, you know. And I'm pretty sure Dragon Lee and them finna fall at some point too. You know what I'm saying? But it keeps happening, okay? And he got a print. And then Ray hit him with the like, well, I mean, he was like, I don't know why you so in your feelings, but he said, since you feeling froggy about it, fuck Finn Balor, me and you can go at it if that's the case. And he was like, yeah, let's do that. Next week is me and you. He was like, bet, bitch. Xavier was like, bet, bitch. So he leaves and Kofi's like, what are you doing? Like, what is going on with you? He was like, all of y'all keep having the same attitude with me. You think because I ain't got no championship or I ain't never had a singles championship that y'all are somehow better than me, but you're not. And Kofi was like, I never said any of that. Like, what is going on with you? Why are you tripping like this? He was like, man, I don't want to talk to you right now. Get the fuck out of my face. He basically got Kofi out of the way. Now, see, this is where I feel like in November, Kofi needs to leave Xavier hanging. It needs to be Kofi that ends this New Day shit because Xavier is on a tear right now and he is not listening to reason. He's not listening to anybody. Kofi needs to drop his ass immediately and just go on his way and do his business. And Xavier go on his way and do his. And that's just the way it should be. But like I said, American Made beat Kofi and Xavier. It wasn't an easy feat. In fact, for the better part of this match, they were losing. Had Chad Gable not got involved, they still would be losing, if we're being honest. Okay. Now, I think I covered everything except for PFC. PFC, you bitches are some weirdos. Y'all literally set up in this promo and let Sonya say that these girls got together out of necessity, out of need for for them to be noticed. Bitch, that's the reason why you and Sonya and Zoe linked up. The very same reason. She was like, they did it for survival. Girl, you literally came back and was begging them to be a part of your faction. Every time you turned around, you was in their face begging them. Begging. Okay? None of us forgot Strong Coochie Ho. We didn't forget that. Then you sit up here talking about they're so pathetic. All of them losers in their campaign. Girl, the last time that y'all won a match, it was all for naught. Y'all have not won a championship match. Y'all have not won a title shot. Y'all have not even won a regular ass match where it was just you and one of the members of PFC against somebody else. You hoes lose every fucking time. So for you to be sitting up here in this promo talking cash shit the way you was is wild to me. It is so delusional. It is beyond delusional, babes. Like, what's going on? What's happening in here for you to think that that was okay for you to say? Y'all can put them too strong. Y'all can put them fingers up, everything you want to. Any cooch you got, any cooch you like. You can put it whatever you want to put it. But one thing you can't say is that y'all got a bunch of wins with these two fingers on in the air. The best thing you need to do with them two fingers is sniff and move on, okay? Because you're tripping. You're tripping. You're not a threat to anybody, especially when you keep losing. You have not won and maintained a winning streak in any way, shape, or form. So you are not a threat, dear. Just because you know how to attack people backstage doesn't make you a threat. What it makes you is a bully. And bullies get got. And what really kills me is that the bitches that you rolling with are better than you. They're stronger than you. And your ass is just at the top of the mountain, leading them down the damn loserville. They could lose without you, ho. They could lose without you. They don't need you to continue to win. They don't. They don't. They have won without you. They have lost without you and with you. They don't need you. They don't. Whole ass weirdo. Let's move into the nitty gritty. Because I was terrified in this match. But I knew that I was right. I knew that I was right. Okay? I knew 100% that Jey Uso was going to win this fucking match. I knew it. But because there was no other reason to drop this title to Braun Breaker. None whatsoever. Brian Breaker didn't need it. He could have moved past Jey Uso completely, or moved past Sammy completely, but they wanted to keep him out of title contingency, right? Cool. So they gave him the title for a couple months. And then they started this campaign with this tournament. And Jey Uso wins the tournament. Oh, I knew it was coming, baby. I knew it was coming. And I couldn't wait. And when I tell you it was a good match, it was. Now, for the better part of the match, not going to lie, Brian Breaker was tagging that ass. Okay. Brian Breaker was giving you a good ass whooping, but he was able to come back and best Brian Breaker at his own fucking game. See, what happens is when you go to the well one too many times, that well comes up dry, honey. And he thought he could do his super spear twice, but he got. Jey Uso basically got his ass together with that super kick, and then he speared him through the barricade, bitch. Then he got in the ring, speared his ass again, hit him with the frog splash, and we got a brand new Intercontinental Champion in Jey Uso. This is his very first singles title, and baby, it was a sweet win. When I tell you it was sweet, babes, it was sweet. Okay? We live. Now, USA Network cut us off real early, okay? They cut off the celebration real early. It was real stank, all right? They could have gave us a little extra time. Ain't nobody worried about the anonymous. But baby, Jey Uso won that title, honey. He won. And that was all I needed, okay? This was one of the best cap-offs of my day. I am so happy that this man won this championship. It is rightfully deserved. He deserved that title. He should have had it a while ago, but he got it now, and now he can have a proper singles run with this title. I don't think Jey Uso should lose this title until past WrestleMania. That's just me. Maintain this momentum he has, push him forward, let him have a decent title run, and he can still be champion and be involved with Bloodline business if that's what they want to do, because they allow Liv Morgan to be involved in Judgment Day business and be champion. She has not defended her championship since what? SummerSlam? That was the last time she defended her title. Y'all can let Jey Uso run rampant with this Intercontinental Championship. He does not have to defend it against anybody since y'all change and make up the rules. He can still be involved with Roman and whatever else they got going on, if they have anything going on with the bloodline. So I don't know about y'all, but I was a happy camper. I'm very happy and very excited for my guy. Okay. Y'all, I can't tell y'all how happy I am for Jey Uso. I love my distinguished twin. But listen, make sure y'all follow me on all my socials. Everything is scrolling in the bottom of the screen. Okay? We're getting ready to start some exclusive content for my channel that I want you guys to partake in. Okay? This stuff is going to be somewhat beauty related. And then I'm going to start the books, reading the books, and I'm going to start telling you guys what I've learned from those books. We're also going to be taking notes. I'm going to be doing a podcast soon with Smacking It Raw, and I'm going to always put up our podcast, which currently has a new episode up right now. Don and Rico were a part of that episode. So if you want my exclusive content over here on my page, follow, come on over here, follow, subscribe, okay? Come to Psych Design TV too. If you're watching this on the Down for the Count YouTube page, please follow here too. There'll be exclusive podcasts that are uploaded here for you guys to watch and listen to. I'm going to start uploading some of our older podcasts over here. Those were interesting. But I want you guys to go over there and subscribe to Down for the Count. I try to go live on both channels so that we can have content on both. But listen, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know that y'all are my people. Thank y'all so much for watching my YouTube channel. If you want to be a member, you can. I set the membership as low as possible. It's at 99 cents for the tourist level, and it's at $2.99 for the membership citizen level. Okay? There's merch discounts. The merch is still up. I'm getting ready to put up the t-shirts for my channel. The t-shirts will be up tonight if you want to see the t-shirts. It's just going to have these two images that I got from my graphic artist, which I love her. She was absolutely amazing and so patient with me. I swear to God. You guys have seen this image everywhere. This is my new image for my YouTube channel and for all of my socials when I'm going to change the one on TikTok, but this is also going to be on the t-shirts when I get them up on Fourth Wall. So if you guys want to go over to my Fourth Wall, you can. It is all in my bio of my YouTube channel. Okay. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for being over here. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, to talk about NXT. NXT is supposed to have a press conference tomorrow during the show. I'm not quite sure of how that's supposed to work out, but NXT is supposed to have a press conference tomorrow. So I'm very curious as to how what they're gonna do, and that is mainly because in a week's time they will be on the CW network and no longer a part of USA Network. This is their last week on the network, and NXT has been on that network since they came to mainstream television. They first were streamed over on Peacock, and when it was WWE Network, they were streamed on WWE Network. So now they're going over to another major network in the CW. So it's going to be very interesting. So Friday, we've got a couple things going on Friday for SmackDown. There's going to be a revisit to this Best of 7 series with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. If you didn't see last week, they both got into a little bit of a tussle because our Carmelo decided to tease and antagonize Andrade due to him losing his match against LA Knight last Friday. Also, you're going to have a matchup between Bayley and Naomi. These two are going to fight it out for the opportunity to face off against Nia Jax at Bad Blood. But something tells me that match isn't going to go down as clean as it should, and this match may turn into a triple threat at Bad Blood. And as always, Roman is supposed to be scheduled to show up at SmackDown, and so is Cody Rhodes. And Solo Sikoa is supposed to show up back on SmackDown this coming Friday. So there's a lot going on this week, but we got one more week until Bad Blood in Atlanta starts. Okay, so of course we got the tag team match between Roman and Cody going up against the New Bloodline with Solo and Jacob as the two representatives from the Bloodline. Then we have Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan's match with Dominic Mysterio hanging above the ring inside a shark cage. Okay, and then we have the match between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Now, one thing I did forget is that Damian Priest did cut a promo today. Damian Priest asked if I'm my brother's keeper. And later on in that promo, he answered, "You damn right I am." And I was like, you know what? Y'all better stop stealing my stuff. Okay? Y'all can't be taking my shit. But anyways, I suspect next week Finn Balor will have a slight message for Damian Priest as well. As Finn Balor is supposed to return next week, I don't think Damian and Finn are going to cross paths next week. I would keep them apart. I also would keep Liv and Rhea Ripley apart. But I'm telling y'all, it's going to be interesting at Bad Blood, and I really think y'all should watch Bad Blood for sure. And finally, the big match of the night. This is probably going to be your show closer. If it isn't, it definitely should be. This is a Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. So that is your Bad Blood lineup for now. And later on in November, we will have Survivor Series War Games in Vancouver, British Columbia, I think. It's in Canada. And we'll probably be announcing Crown Jewel very soon as well. As usually Crown Jewel is very early. And then we have Halloween Havoc for NXT that'll probably be announced sometime in October after they move to the CW network. With all that being said, you guys have a good night. I know I just told y'all a lot, but I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And don't forget to sign up for the membership so you guys can get full access to all the membership content that is coming. Trust me, I think you'll really like what I have planned. So for now, bye.